Today, I want to speak to you in stark and simple terms about the challenges we face. I see 4 horsemen in our midst. The first horseman comes in the form of the highest global geostrategic tensions we have witnessed in years. And more people have been forced from their homes by war and persecution than at any time since the Second World War. Second, we face an existential climate crisis. Scientists tell us that ocean temperatures are now rising at the equivalent of 5 Hiroshima bombs a second. 1 million species are in near-term danger of extinction. The third horseman is deep and growing global mistrust. Disquiet and discontent are churning societies from north to south. 2 of every 3 people live in countries where inequality has grown. The fourth threat is the dark side of the digital world. Technological advances are moving faster than our ability to respond or even comprehend them. The 4 horsemen can jeopardize every aspect of our shared future.
Humankind now has the choice, the knowledge, and the power to prevent the calamity of extinction.
If not me, who? If not now, when?
Around the world, young people are moving forward, hungry for a better world.
And if we want to achieve our goal, then let us empower ourselves with the weapon of knowledge.
The time to answer humankind's greatest challenge is now. We beg of you to face it with courage and honesty.
We need to choose hope over fear, diversity over division.
While we can and should be proud of who we are individually, we're a part of a global world.
We are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when, and only when, we come to it.
Which will not allow that any should be denied their freedom, as we were. That any should be turned into refugees, as we were. That any should be condemned to go hungry, as we were. That any should be stripped of their human dignity, as we were.
There you are, Prime Minister. I was just trying to reach you. Thanks for putting on the headset. Well, this is it. Today is the big day. We just learned that your speech will be broadcast live to millions watching at home. No pressure though. Just remember, eye contact, stand your ground, and there will be a teleprompter for guidance, although it has been acting a little wonky lately. I also hope there won't be any problems with Zoom. Security did mention that cyber attack alert is orange, whatever that means. Stay calm, stay focused. We need everyone to be talking about your speech and not what's happening at home. Your political future depends on this. I'm convinced you'll do great, and today will make all the difference. Prime Minister, the whole world is watching.
Hello, excuse me, would you mind if we were able to share our thoughts a bit? Seems only fair if the decisions made here reflect us more than you.
Prime Minister, we've had a security breach by a group of students. I'm sure they're harmless, and we've been told to continue. Remember, this is being watched live. Your teleprompter will get you through this. Just follow the lines and press any button on the controller to continue. I'm sure you'll do great.
Funny you should ask. Standing there in that fancy room with all those fancy people.
You know, every morning I pass the same homeless man on my way to school. I've been seeing him for some months now. It is so strange how numb I'm getting to what he's going through. I just block it out, and it seems like everyone else does too.
Inequality matters because it erodes trust in society.
And this makes it harder to tackle other things like COVID and climate change. People lose faith in the government, stop believing in facts. They think everything is fake news. This all gets kind of depressing if you think about it.
The world's richest 1% have more than twice as much wealth as the other 6.9 billion other humans.
Not only this, but the wealth of this 1% is growing way faster than the rest of ours. 6 times faster, in fact. If the current disparities across people and countries continue, 500 million people will still be living in extreme poverty by 2030, and women will continue being paid less than men for the same work for another 250 years. That is unacceptable.
What did I do to deserve this?
How can anyone believe in the government if there are so many people struggling?
Our priorities are all wrong.
Yeah. Well, for one, we shouldn't spend all that money on more and more weapons.
In 2019, we spent 10 times more on militarization and weapons than we did combined on funding the UN or building peace around the world, or helping refugees fleeing war.
We're gonna lift you up a little bit so you can see this better.
Wow, we need to spend this money on things that matter to us, like schools, education, and books, not bombs.
We need to focus instead on the roots of violence, like exclusion and economic despair.
You know why else this matters? Because it's not just the military that ends up using these weapons. They get into the hands of regular people who take matters into their own hands.
What do those numbers mean? 200,000 deaths? 800,000 deaths? Those people could be my brother, my sister, or even my mother.
Each gun, all those bullets, all these guns. How will we ever get rid of them?
What is the world doing about it? Will we just keep talking about it? What do the facts matter if we don't change?
Are we about love or about war?
We have the ability to make each other feel so good, yet we do so much harm. And then we treat the planet just as badly as we treat one another.
Our actions are causing so much harm. The rate at which animals are going extinct is exponentially higher than at any time in the past 10 million years.
Did you know that nearly 3 billion birds have disappeared from North America since the 70s? That's a decline of almost 30%.
We get so excited when a new film comes out, yet we don't seem to get the news of how many species die each year, never to return.
Why are we excited to preserve the Earth? We care about the wrong things.
And it's not just animals. Air pollution and climate change are killing up to 7 million people every year.
It is becoming harder and harder to ignore the facts that the world just keeps getting hotter and hotter. We keep getting droughts and more fires.
I think about new children being born. How can we keep ignoring the world they are being born into? A world where millions